Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but you know, I'm here today and let's hop right into it. I hope y'all having a good day. And it's a lot of stuff that I'm gonna be talking about in this little video right here. About the first round of the playoffs, the everything that's going around in the NBA. I don't think I'm gonna get into all of that because to be honest with you, I just like to ball, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk about ball, you feel me? So first off, we're gonna start with the Thunder because they swept the Suns, and I low key thought that was gonna be a closer series. I thought it was gonna be a closer series, but the Thunder put BTA on the Suns. Can't expect anything less from the Thunder in that series right there. Shea did his thing, very efficient every game. I just felt like the Suns, like they didn't have that physicality in early in like the series, but the game four, I think that was the only close game really. I think all the other games they got blown out. But the Suns played with physicality the last game and still lost, you know what I'm saying? But they would have played with that same effort. I feel like the series would have went a whole different way. But on to the next year, we got the Trailblazers versus the Spurs. Trailblazers versus the Spurs. In that series, I think the Spurs really got the best of the Trailblazers that series. Because the Trailblazers, like, it was up by like 20, and then end up losing by like 20. Like, how does that happen? You feel me? Like the Spurs don't figure something out. Like every single time they went down, like they like, bro, we gotta lock in. We're not gonna lose. We're not gonna lose to this team. You feel me? And they ended up coming back almost every single time. And the one game that they lost was when Wemby didn't play. So that could tell you a lot about that team, how they function around Wemby. I'm not saying they're a bad team, but it's gonna hurt them in the long run when they go against the Timberwolves. And when I make this video, they did lose game one against the Timberwolves, by the way. So yeah, the way that the Spurs and Trailblazers series went, I had the Spurs winning that series, but the Trailblazers defense and that Alpha dude, like he cold, you know what I'm saying? Like I give him his props out and everything, but Spurs took that series, and then we got the Rockets versus Lakers. The Rockets versus the freaking Lakers, bro. I feel like this was the most interesting series that I watched because I'm watching the game and I'm watching how the Rockets are playing. I'm watching how the Lakers are playing. I didn't watch the Thunder versus Suns. Like I didn't watch the complete game. I might seen like a little bit, like quarters at a time. You know what I'm saying? The Spurs, same thing. But I was actually watching the Lakers game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, the Lakers are sticking with the Rockets right now. The Rockets, they have some of the best defense in the league. You know what I'm saying? But their offense is kind of shaky. And that really what was holding them back in that series. Their offense wasn't moving like nothing, bro. They couldn't hit anything. Like they were just spooky. I'm like, bro, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers offense was like so oiled, bro. And they had no Luka, no Reeves, and it was just LeBron really controlling that offense the way that he was. And they won that series 4-2, 4-1, one of those. But it was up 3-0. You know what I'm saying? It was up 3-0. And game three, they should have lost, but they ended up winning at the last second. The Rockets just like here, bro. You can have it. They just threw them the game. Why are they just throwing them the game? You feel me? I get they are young and like they just didn't have that offensive go getter. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a whole bunch of like role players out there just hooping for real. I won't say role players because Sengun is a star. Jabari Smith could get a bucket. Amen Thompson, he can't shoot for real. Reed Shepard, he's more like a get to a spot type of bucket. He's not just gonna make plays for the whole team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's a bad player, but that's just not his style of play. But they didn't have KD out there to just take some of the pressure off of them on the offensive end. And the game that KD did play, it was so bad that they literally started double teaming KD after halftime. Bro had 20 points at halftime, and they started double teaming him as soon as he crossed half court. So he had to pass the ball around, and then like he didn't even get the ball back. And everybody calling KD trash, bro. If you get in double team, you're supposed to pass the ball. And that's the thing about KD. He's wanted to make the right basketball play. You feel me? And I feel like the reason why he didn't come back, bro, because Why would you want to hoop with a team that isn't going to get a buck and take some of that pressure off you? And he's already hurt. Like, he's not trying to end his career trying to win a series. And then a lot of people saying that, oh, KD isn't a leader. KD doesn't try to get the group together. KD this, KD that. But y'all also gotta understand, KD, he leads by example. Like, if you're not going to follow in his example, then there's nothing that he can do. He's not somebody that's just going to talk to your team. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why the words were so good with KD, because KD didn't have to do that. KD could just go out there and hoop. You seen them in the playoff just sitting down and the other team over there shooting around. Like, they didn't even have to have that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect for him to be that type of player when he hasn't been in that type of atmosphere. And even with the Thunder, even with the Nets, even with the Suns, that has never been KD's personality. So I feel like they're gonna get rid of KD because they need somebody that could oil the team together. But if they do end up keeping KD, Fred comes back, so that's going to be a big help on the offensive end for KD, because KD isn't going to feel like he has to drop 35 every game to even think about winning. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about the Rockets, get rid of Sengun. Get rid of him, bro. Because that dude, like, I just don't like the way he hoops. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but his hoops is mid. And then he doesn't even play defense, bro. Like, why is DeAndre Ayton out there looking like Shaq, bro? Why? You feel me? But if he works on that defense, bro, and stop being a cone on the defensive end, bro, that team will be so much better. Because if you can't stop the paint, you can't stop nothing. If they're able to get into the paint, it's wraps. It's wraps, bro. Especially if you're going against a team that could get into the paint and dish out. Oh, y'all cooked. Y'all are cooked, bro. So I feel like Sengun, like, he was getting buckets. Don't get me wrong, he was getting buckets. But if your defensive prowess is like non-existent, like, just get off the court, bro. Because you're a liability on the defense, bro. Like, your offense could be as good as it could be. But if you got not a lack of defense, bro, your team is going to lose. And that's exactly what happened with the next series that I'm finna talk about. Timberwolves and the Nuggets. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap. A lot of people were saying the Nuggets were going to make it to the finals. The Nuggets this, Nuggets that. But ever since Jaden McDaniels got on the reporter talk about their defense non-existent, and then a closeout game dropped 30 with the game winner. I won't say game winner, but it was like that shot that puts the game away. And he made that money, stood there like this. You feel me? Like he said the team was bad. He said it. He said they're all bad defenders, and he went out there and showed it. Like, he didn't only say it, he was like, okay, man, they all bad defenders, so I'm gonna go out here and show this. You know what I'm saying? How bad they are. And that's exactly what he did. He dropped almost 30 every single game after that. Ayo had 43. And didn't even play most of that series. You know what I'm saying? So it just, the Nuggets defense is just horrendous. And like, there was no defenders out there for them. Like, they were just all cones. But Nuggets, like, you rely so much on your offense that, like, if you play no defense, like, you're going to get tired eventually trying to guard. You're trying to guard. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to affect your offensive game because you're trying to guard. And if you can't guard, your offense going to be shaky too. And the Timberwolves figured that out. They're like, bro, they sweet. They sweet, bro. We finna get them up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They're sweet. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. And guess that's exactly what they did. Wrapped it up on the boys. But that's the thing. That's the thing about it. When you play a team back to back like that, you're going to figure them out regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's not about who's better. They might have better players, but if you're playing as a team, you're gonna win every time. Anyways, but that's enough with the West. We're gonna hop into the East. First we got the Pistons versus the Magic. Pistons versus Magic. That game was so defensive, bro. Like, I think for the round, I think both teams shot around 40% from the field. That's pretty low, you know what I'm saying? 40% from the field. And the Magic, it was up 3-1. Let's talk about their good things. PB5, Desmond Bain, and that's it. They showed up every game. Every game they showed up. It just wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? They have Franz Wagner for the games that they did win, but he got hurt. So that kind of like shifted the whole thing toward the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't stop Cade after that. But I'm really glad to see how PB took that oh, you ain't a star mentality to heart, you know, and he showed the league that he can be up there with the best of them. You know, the Pistons ain't no weak defense, and for you to have 30 almost every game, bro, props to you, bro. Props to you. Like that's not easy, you know what I'm saying? But it was only him out there hooping, you know, like for real, like he wanted to win. Desmond Bain had his shots, but it just felt like nobody else is out there really trying to hoop for real. Then the Pistons, their defensive-led team, they out there blocking almost everything. I think Isaiah Stewart had like 8 or 9 blocks one game. You feel me? So it's just like them protecting that paint helped them win that series in the long run. So I really got too much to say. It was just a defensive series, and, you know, those series are low-key kind of boring, but I'm glad to see that there's teams out there that still like to play defense. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what happened next round. Next, we got the Celtics and the Sixers. This series right here blew my mind. I didn't want the Celtics to even make it to the Western Conference Finals, but I didn't expect them to get out the first round. And I'm watching the game. I'm watching how the Sixers are just dissecting their defense, bro. And the Celtics would still go down and shoot a 3 with 20 seconds left in the shot clock, bro. You know how deflating that is for your team? Just going down and chucking up threes? Y'all shot like almost 50 threes every game. Why y'all so heavy on the 3 like that? Why? Y'all gotta figure this out. I liked y'all better when JB was leading the team. Y'all just went right back into y'all old ways. Just chucking up threes and hoping they go in. Come on, bro. Come on, gang. You're not gonna win a game like that, bro. Y'all lived and died by it. I died by it this season. Y'all died by it. Especially in that game 7. Y'all died by that 3. Ain't too much to say about it. Y'all died by it. Y'all just gotta figure that out over there. And I'm at Udoka, that head coach. I like the basketball that y'all was playing when it was just JB. You know what I'm saying? When it was just JB. JB was out there getting buckets anywhere he seen fit. You know what I'm saying? Not only threes, getting to the rim, mid-range, and the 3-ball. But him getting to that rim made the spacing a lot better for the other players to get their shot off. I just feel like with JB and JT on the court at the same time, y'all just went back to your old ways. Oh, you get a bucket, you get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? But when JB, his PRA was so high. His PRA, not just his points, his PRA was so high. Because he was getting his teammates involved. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying JT wasn't doing that, but you could see how like the reason why they came into second place was because JB and his leadership mentality towards that Celtics team. They didn't play like that. They didn't play like that at all. And the 76ers got a dude that is injury prone as a center. How y'all not able to get to the rim? But it's just because the 76ers locked in. They locked in. The Celtics was getting their way the first couple games. But the 76ers was like, nah, we're not finna go out like that. So they turned it up. And y'all just folded. Honestly, y'all just folded. Y'all didn't know what to do after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the what you call that? What you call the stuff when it goes from one team to the other team? Hold on, let me pause this real quick. All the momentum went to the 76ers. And that's why the series went the way that it did. You know what I'm saying? And when I made this video, the 76ers got whooped by 40 against the Knicks. I guess they're going to have to take something else. You know what I'm saying? But back to the next series, we got the Cavs and Raptors. I didn't really too much watch it, but I was watching the highlights, and Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, y'all played horrible. Like y'all was shooting like 5 for 20, and against the Raptors, I can understand because they had Scotty Barnes guarding James Harden. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of crazy. Like I see why they. It just I guess the Raptors defense was just that good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm props to y'all for still getting the win at the end of the day. And the Raptors, Scotty Barnes, you're a bucket, bro. You get buckets. It just y'all team was so reliant on him that it low key hurt y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't really have people out there just to get buckets like that. You know, like if I were like get it to Scotty Barnes, spread out, make them have to double team him. Y'all would have won that series 4-1. But y'all didn't figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching y'all team. I'm like, bro, this team is looking good. Y'all just the way y'all hooping on offense is kind of shaky, but y'all defense is immaculate as you can see. And the Cavs, on the other hand, y'all just gotta fix y'all selection. Like a lot of the times, y'all were just stagnant on offense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't really moving the ball as a unit a lot of those games. And when y'all was up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just got to figure out how to, with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden on the court, just to get both of them involved in the same play. You know, I'm not saying like every single play make sure both of them touch the ball, but just make sure the engine is running for everybody, not just a couple people. That's how you'll get it. That's how you're gonna win the series. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let's hop into the next series. You got the Knicks and Hawks. Hawks didn't even show up for the last game. Y'all lost by like 50, bro. I don't know. I can't say too much about the Hawks, because the 76ers just lost like by 40. So I just think the Knicks just figured something out that's going to get them to that Western Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? And the Hawks, like, a lot of people have faith in y'all, but I could say the games that before that they were all close. The Hawks, y'all play really good. I like the way that y'all hoop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hoop very fast and as a team. And I appreciate that. I guess in the long run, like all that energy was just gone. Like y'all exerted all that energy in the first couple games. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff just wasn't falling for that last game. And the Knicks, they play more paced. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not fast. They're not. Oh, we just gotta pass the ball every single time. They're going to settle it down and get into a play. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna slow the game down for them at their speed. And that mentality worked out in the long run. That's why it's up by like 40, 50 on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to figure out how to, with all that star power over there, like Jonathan Kuminga, Buddy Hield, Jalen Johnson, CJ McCollum, Dyson Daniels. I just got to figure out how to space the floor for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And know your P's and Q's and what you're good at, what you're not good at. And that's just my opinion. So anybody that got a problem with it, talk to your mama, not me. So yeah, that's what I got for the first series of the NBA and everything like that. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all have any thoughts, just leave a comment. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Stay prayed up. Peace.